Center for the Arts Studio, this is your Eagle Sports Update. I'm Bree Gannon.
And I'm Markham. Thanks for tuning in. Ashland University is going above and beyond to look out for their athletes. AUTV-20's Justin Davis took the time to find out more.
She's not a player or a coach, but she may be more committed than any to the success of Ashland University athletes.
Part of my role is to help students that are maybe in academic need, maybe struggling with their classes a little bit, to figure out, how to connect them to different resources.
As the Director of Academic Support for Athletics, Elizabeth Friend pushes athletes towards success off the field.
Just trying to be a resource for students that are here. They already have their professional advisors or their faculty advisors, so I'm just kind of an additional resource because I'm more centrally located to the athletes. I'm here, I'm visible, and just here to kind of support.
When I was kind of going through that whole struggling with nursing, figuring out what I wanted to do, she kind of helped me come up with other options.
Now, the life of a college athlete is rigorous and more times than not stressful. So Friend tries to give AU athletes a release from the rustle and bustle of their daily schedule.
Sometimes I do fun activities like the stress balls, or I do a pause with pause where I bring my dog for a little study break for students to kind of come and play.
Her motive? To break the tension.
I just wanted to kind of create a fun opportunity for students just to take a break, have fun, have a silly moment, and not always take everything so seriously.
Friend's interaction with AU student athletes has exposed her to Eagle Nation fandom.
I try and wear my Ashland gear when we go out and stuff to, show pride where I work, show pride in the students that I know that are bringing kind of recognition to the school. And
she's a helping hand, a mom away from home, and a devoted fan. But above all, she cares.
Just somebody here that cared for them, that looked out for them, and wanted to make sure they're reaching their potential and, enjoying college for what it's supposed to be.
Justin Davis, AUTV-20.
Junior Michael Rogers hit a grand slam to give Ashland baseball an 11-7 win in the second half of a doubleheader sweep of Davenport on Tuesday, April 2nd. The number 15 ranked Eagles won the first game by a 6-5 margin, scoring in the bottom of the sixth on a single by senior Matt Luttrell. Ashland has now won 4 of its last 6 games in its last at-bat.
Heading into their 4th meet of the 2019 outdoor season, Ashland University's track and field teams are number 16 and number 21 in the latest U.S. Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association rankings released on Tuesday afternoon. The Eagle Women have compiled 75 1/4 computer points, led by senior hammer throwers Mackenzie Lee, Natalie Hellenthal, and junior high jumper Ellie Jindra. Ashland's women and men will compete on Friday and Saturday at the Tennessee Relays in the Walsh Invitational.
We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned for a look inside the Ashland University softball team.
And when we return, we'll take a look at an athlete overcoming one of the most extreme obstacles.
For over 100 years, Ashland University has helped form and encourage its students' passions and purposes. We have created a unique, personalized, and transformative learning experience where students graduate not only well prepared for their careers, but also as well-rounded global citizens, ready to make a difference in their communities. Visit us at AU, where the accent is on you.
Collegian just gives all of us here at Ashland great opportunities to spread the word about what's going on here on campus, but it also helps us so much in our professional careers.
The Collegian let me become very involved as a freshman. It helped me develop my people skills and how to form questions to be a better reporter.
It's just a great way to get involved.
Ashland University's softball team is gearing up for conference action. Dean Palucci sat in to learn more.
The Ashland softball season is getting set for conference play. The Eagles have been off to a good start to the season, putting up a 14-8 record. But the way that coach Emlyn Kernham looks at it, conference play is a whole new ball game.
You know, we kind of look at the beginning of the season as a warm-up for everything, and when we get into GLIAC, it's a whole new season.
Ashland has a history of great softball players, and one of the players to watch this season is junior second baseman Camille Palutro, who earned second team all-conference last year.
I think the biggest thing is just like being coachable and taking what your coach says as the season goes on, because your swing changes because you practice less and stuff like that.
Another player to watch out for the Eagles is senior first baseman Kylie Asmus, who received second team All-GLIAC as well last season. And Asmus believes that the Eagles are ready for the competition of conference play.
I think we started off really well this season, beating a lot of region teams, which is helping us going in to prepare for our competition in the GLIAC.
And this is the ultimate prize here, a GLIAC championship, something Ashland hasn't done since 2002, and they're picked 4th this season. But according to some of the players, that just gives them extra motivation.
Being thought so highly of gives us motivation to even just get even higher, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. 4th is just the start for us.
But it does give us that motivation to go after the 3 teams that were ahead of us, but we also know that it puts a target on our back as well, because we are in the top half of that conference and people are going to be coming after us too.
Dean Palucci, AUTV-20.
An Ashland University athlete is defying the odds. Justin Davis is seeing just how he is managing to overcome these obstacles.
He was told by several doctors his left leg will be amputated. He endured 15 surgeries to keep it and the limitations it would cause him. Now, he competes as a swimmer at the college level, defying the odds with every stroke.
I was born without a growth plate in my left femur, so pretty much my legs didn't grow at like an even rate when I was younger.
Peter Revenlow has used his birth defect to become one of the hardest workers on the Ashland University swimming and diving team.
It's more of, I think, of an advantage for myself than a disadvantage, because it gives me more like mental toughness and makes me work harder, because I realize I have to work a little bit harder than most people to be at the same level.
He's, again, always giving 100% in practice, and his teammates love him.
Along with a slight limp, Revenlow's leg has caused some limitations in the pool.
I can't tuck as far on my flip turns as other people. I can't like bend my knees as much when I go down on my start as much as other people.
The special condition Revenlow has did not cause the AU staff to shy away from recruiting him. They were more focused on something he could control, his times.
And it doesn't really matter to us like what disabilities you might have, like as long as you can perform to the standards that we expect.
Head coach Ron Allen encourages the diversity of athletes on his team.
I've had a deaf swimmer. I've had a vision impaired swimmer. We've had multiple swimmers that have different diagnosed mental conditions. So I don't shy away from that at all.
Despite feeling like an outcast in his youth, Revenlow has been welcomed with open arms by his Eagle teammates.
The team's never really treated me like any different than anybody else. Like even though I do have a disability, they all treat me as part of the team, like cheer me on the same as everybody else, which I really enjoyed.
Revenlow looks to end his career that started at age 8 on a high note.
Relationship-wise, points-wise, times-wise, whatever, like as long as I can help the team and make swimming at Ashland great for everybody, that's a big thing for me for next year.
Justin Davis, AUTV-20.
The Ashland University men's golf team during the 2018-2019 season has never hit as low as the one the Eagles shot on Tuesday, April 2nd in Old Hickory, Tennessee on the second and final day of the Music City Invitational. Ashland fired a season-best team total of 291 to earn a 9th place finish in the 18-team invite. The score was tied for 3rd best in the field on Tuesday. Ashland's men will continue the 2019 Spring Championship season at the Purgatory Regional in Noblesville, Indiana, finishing up on April 9th.
That's it for this Eagle Sports Update. Don't forget to follow us across social media at AUTV-20.
Tune in every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to the Early Birds Word on 88.9 WRDL.
And pick up a copy of the student newspaper, The Collegian, across campus, or visit them online at au-live.com.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of the Eagle Sports Update. I'm Bree Gannon.
And I'm Lewis Markham. Thanks for watching.